What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Velan Joe here, and you are watching Be The Source. And on today's show, we got the beautiful Helena. What's happening?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
You brought the source of the show, my first female guest. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Your hair is so cool. Is it natural?
Yeah, coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I want to talk for my female viewers. You go through what you're wearing and what your products, your whole makeup.
Well, everything's from Misguided, so everybody knows about that, right?
Yeah.
So you get your discounts for students as well.
I got a discount from Misguided through my McDonald's vouchers.
No
do you want
way.
it? It's 30% off.
Of course. I want it. Come on.
I got you.
You know how Asians love our discounts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all about discounts. It's all about it. You can see from my... Anyways. I'm gonna jump straight into this. So I know you do a lot of things. You're a paralegal. You have you're studying for your master's still, and you're doing DJing on the side.
Yes.
What other things are you doing? Did I miss anything out?
Not really. I think that's enough. Well, I socialize too much. I go out raving.
Oh yeah. No,
that's like a job. That's like a job,
okay.
You know. It's like
so you do your 9 to 5 and then you do a 5 to 5.
Exactly. It's a job. It's a job because well, I wouldn't consider that. Like, to be honest, like all my work, like I enjoy all of them.
What did you do? What are you doing your masters in?
International law.
That's mad. How did you get into law? Why law?
Well, my dad's a lawyer.
Okay.
Typical, right? Typical Tamil parents. But he's a lawyer, but he's more like commercial and business lawyer.
Okay.
Whereas I, since I was a kid, I wanted to help people. I mean, that's how it was. Like, I was more charitable and more like into human rights and that and this. And I always wanted to help kids, so I went into law. And now I didn't do my solicitors or barrister or anything, but I'm doing an international law master's because I want to work for UNICEF or something like that in the future. So we'll see. I will be an activist for kids, just to give them rights. So yeah.
That's pretty dope.
That's what it is.
So you do that, and then so where did your passion for music come into all of this?
Music, it's, I think ever since I was a kid, I've always, obviously, I've listened to Hindi songs. Still have
Hindi
no
songs,
idea. Yeah, because my dad used to blast them all the time.
A.R. Rahman.
And of course,
Best.
Who else? And as I grew older and older, like, I moved around a lot and I went to loads of schools before. So as I was moving around, it was quite hard for me and whatever. So I used to always rely on music, like listening to it all the time, and it used to comfort me. And then there was a point where 2 years ago, I was in a concert and then I saw this DJ and she was playing so good. And I was
Do you remember her name?
Yeah, no, something
Where was
called
it?
Candy something. It was in Coco in Camden. Okay. And she was so good for like the first half an hour. And I was like, do you know what? I'm good. I rave so much. I go out all the time. And the only reason I go to these places are because of the music, So I was like, I want to be a DJ. I want to mix. I want to find out. I used to go to Be at One on Greek Street all the time. I hope you know where that is. It's like in Soho. So then I was like, I'm going to find out who the DJ is at Be at One. So I called Be at One on the next day in the morning. And then I asked, who's your DJ? And they were like, DJ Top Class. And I found him on Instagram.
So you're on this.
I was on it from day one. But I love mixing. Having a passion for music and mixing music is a little bit different. So
what's mixing music?
Mixing is like knowing the beat and knowing how the rhythm is and how the audience also is very important. You don't want to play something where they're not really reciprocating to what you're playing. So but it's all happy times.
So then you hit him up and then?
And then he responded to me.
Yeah.
And then I met him. Of
Look
course.
at you.
He responded to me, and obviously I'm going to Be at One like every week. So I went one night and I met him, and I was like, "Oh, can I see how you play your set? Is it okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, come into the booth." And he let me learn basically. So he taught me for like about 7 months, like how to mix and
That's mad. So you had like a tuition with this guy.
Almost, yeah. I think there need to be more DJ schools, to be honest.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's a lot of female DJs in the scene? I don't.
Not really.
I've never been to a club and saw a female DJ.
There's not a lot of Asian female DJs. There's a lot of men. Obviously, they think that it's like a male predominant I mean,
I don't think that.
work or whatever.
I think I'd more likely to go to a club if there's a female
Do
DJ.
you?
A hot female DJ dropping those bangers.
But nowadays there are.
Yeah?
You know, you would be surprised because nowadays there are a lot of them, and also I think females get paid more or something, and that's why.
What?
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't.
That's
I
what I'm
think
saying,
it's the
because they're
same.
bringing the crowd.
I
you get me?
think, yeah.
I hear that.
I'm not sure, but I think if there was a female DJ, they usually get contracts like out of London, so to work internationally. So they
That's dope.
fly off and do their own thing. I just want to play in London.
So you learn how to DJ, and then have you like DJ?
Played. I haven't fully learnt yet. So because of all the other things that I do, I've always got a dissertation, my
Yeah, how do you manage
deadlines
your
and
time?
stuff. It's really tough. It's so tough. Like I don't have enough sleep.
Do you have a
but,
diary?
No.
So, how do you-
I do have a diary, obviously for work and uni, but for DJing, I have like I just write the things that I need to do. Recently, I bought a controller, and some speakers, so
Sick.
I have my own setup at home now.
Okay,
So
sick.
hopefully, I'm hoping that in like a couple of months,
Yeah.
I play some more.
That'd be
So, yeah.
dope.
You have to come with me,
Yeah,
obviously.
100%.
to rave.
100%. I'll be your, was it your MC?
Yes.
That'd be
So
dope.
why not? That would be amazing.
I remember one time my mate Hems let me MC. He used to DJ, and then I got drunk and I started shouting some crazy stuff, and he just took the mic off me. He was like, "Yo, you're too loud."
No way.
Do you drink when you go out?
Do I drink? Yes, I do drink.
You do drink.
I
Do you
do
have
drink.
do you have a pre-drink?
I mean, if my friends are watching this, they'll be like, if I say no,
I
that'll
hope
be
your
a
friends are
lie.
watching this.
It'll be a lie. No, I do drink, but I feel like you don't always have to drink to go out. Like, I'm quite hyper myself. Like, I just need music and I'm done.
That's-
like, you've
yeah.
probably seen my stories where I'm like
All the time.
singing really bad, awful sound.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but music gets me hyped anyway. But
Do you have like a ritual before you go out clubbing? Like, do you have a clubbing partner? Do you have like a go-to person that we're gonna hit the
not
club?
one. I've got quite a few.
Oh, damn.
Like I know that if there's like a couple of events I'm going to next week, but I know that if I ask these people, they will definitely come.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. So what's a
yeah.
typical night out? Would you look
Typical night out.
like? Yeah, yeah.
Obviously in Soho.
What time do we start? What time do you start getting ready?
Oh, that's a terrible question. I take 2 hours to get ready.
Minimum.
I mean, I can't lie and say half an hour. Like my friends are watching this.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
She messaged me and she was like, message me 2 hours before so I can get ready. And then it was going to take me another hour to come. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll give you a 3-hour heads up. But you came on time though.
I did come on time.
Bang
See?
on the dot,
See?
yeah.
I know. It's just like when I get ready, I need to listen to music. So I put my JBL speakers on,
Yeah, yeah.
Extreme, and I'm
What
listening
music
to
are
music.
you listening to?
Well, right now I was listening to Bashmoon.
Yes.
So yeah, a bit of Vibes Cartel.
Yeah. I haven't heard Vibes in ages. He was that guy
Yeah.
though back in the day. He still
yeah.
is the guy. He still is the guy.
He's
making
good. He's
tunes.
good.
So you're getting ready for 2 hours. You got your outfit on.
Yeah,
you
because
got your
come
makeup
on, my hair takes forever, right?
Does it?
I mean, you did say it's quite long.
But
so-
you just said it's coconut oil.
It is coconut oil, but I also need to make sure it's tamed, so it takes
How do
a
you
long
tame
time.
your hair?
I can't.
You
Does
don't
it look
need to,
tamed?
though.
Does it look tamed?
Yeah,
I
it
don't
does
know.
look tamed. Drop it
But-
down in the comments below. Does the hair look tamed? I think it looks tamed.
Can you not see the frizz? I think this white background like makes my frizz stand out a bit more. But anyway.
So you're ready now? Now what?
Yes, in 2 hours I'm ready, and then I meet my friends in Central,
Mm.
probably like near Tottenham Court Road, and then. But there are times where we've like booked a room, like if my friends are coming from like Norway or something, all want to like have
What?
pre-drinks, just for pre-drinks and like get ready together. So it's like 5 hours, and then we go out.
So you got people coming from Norway just to go out with you?
Yeah.
To party? Damn! I need to come out
Guess
with you.
shout out to my girl in Norway.
And then you're at the club now. What happens in the club when you walk
Well,
in?
I enter and the security already knows me, so
Oh,
they,
that's
the
you,
whole
yeah?
road. So they won't charge us. So we skip the queue, all 10 of
What?
us.
Okay, so wait.
And then we go.
There's a long queue, right? In Tottenham. What? Let's say a club. What
Be
club
at one.
Be at one. There's a long queue, and you just walk past the queue. You're like, you spot the bouncer, you give him a hug, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Well, you're in.
Yeah.
No entry
All my
fee.
friends.
No
All
entry
my
fee.
friends know. But sometimes my friend, sometimes my friends just call me, and then
Yeah.
I speak to the bouncer, and the bouncers let them through. So.
Damn. Why is there guys though?
Huh?
What?
They were guys. They're all guys or girls. It's all
No
fine.
entry for guys either.
No.
Damn. Okay, so now you're in the club.
Yeah, in the club. Go straight to the DJ booth.
Is it?
Have to say hi to my DJs, of course.
Okay.
And then and after that, we'll go and get a drink. Sometimes I leave my stuff in the DJ booth so that I don't have to queue
Oh,
in the
wow.
cloakroom. So
You some VIP clubber.
it's only because I rave too much,
That's
you know.
mad.
What can I say?
What's your go-to drink in the club?
Oh, I love mojitos.
Okay.
Yeah, so I love anything with rum in it.
Okay.
But yeah,
That's you.
I mean, I sound like an alcoholic now.
So if a guy meets
embarrassing.
you at the bar and they're like, "Let me buy you a drink," what do you say?
I usually don't accept drinks from guys,
You don't
which
get
is
free
really
drinks?
bad. Which is really bad. Most of my friends do. I just feel like
So your
once
friends are
you
all
get
getting- Your friends are all getting free drinks, and then the guys, another guy, one of their homies are like, "Oh, I'm gonna try it on Helena. This is what she's saying. The girl with the curly hair. I'm gonna go slide over to the bar. Hey, can I buy you a drink?" Is that what they say? What did they say?
yeah, they try and dance with you, or they say, "Hey, I want to buy you a drink." Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
You've done that before, right?
Probably.
Clearly, you've done it too many times. I see,
It
Velan.
doesn't work for me. and then what happens?
And then, I mean, they go over to the bar. I'll go with them, and then we chat for a bit, and then
What do you chat about?
Yeah.
What did they say? I want to know.
they just ask me what do I do.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
it's
What do you do?
I know
Yeah.
it's like the conversation that you generally have.
Do you ever make up a story, like a persona? And
I have lied that my name was something else,
Yeah.
like Sarah, or like a really, really Tamil name. Like,
oh yeah, like what? Like
Like, I don't know. I mean,
Kyle Muli.
yeah, like a really long one, and
Yeah.
then like Subramania Swami or something like that. Like,
And they
a
still buy you the
long
drink,
one.
right?
Yeah, of course, of course.
That's true. So then you
So,
got the drink
yeah.
now. How do you wave off the guy? Like how do you like? All right, I'm gonna go chill with
That's
my
a
girl.
tough one. I mean, sometimes my friends just like walk off, like.
So you got your drink and you're like, all right, cool, safe.
But for me, it's more like, oh, have a good time. I'll come and chat to you later. But then, like, I never go back. See?
So then,
Like,
what time do you rave until?
Most of the time till the end.
Till like 3 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
and then you're up ready for work at 8 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
again. What?
No, I don't rave all the time. Well, I say that.
During this
It's
whole
like-
podcast, you're like, I rave way too much, and now you're like,
I know. Right now, I'm just like considering my lifestyle.
Yeah.
You made me think.
Because
I don't know.
I'd love to go out party every night, but still wake up 8 o'clock in the next day and get my work together.
Yeah,
But I can't do
know.
that.
I can't wake up early if I was till 3 a.m.
Yeah.
But I have done it on Thursdays. I go out, and Friday and Saturday. Bank holiday, obviously, Sunday as well.
Bank holiday is coming up. What have you got
I
planned?
know. I have. On Saturday, I'm going to a rooftop bar in Canary
wow.
Wharf.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah.
Because I don't know if you saw my snap, but there was a guy, bongo player.
Mm-hmm.
He had he's playing there on the 48th floor.
That's mad.
So I want to see him for a bit. I mean that's not a long night out. It's more like at 12:30 it will
Yeah, yeah.
finish. And then I'm going to a Chop and Beats day to night event on
What's
Sunday.
Chop and Beats?
It's an Afro beat event.
Wow.
I love my Afro beats.
Yeah, I can tell.
They have food, so they'll have like
No
jollof
way.
rice, a plantain, and
Like at
yeah,
the club.
sauce.
At the
Yeah, it's more
venue?
like a day to night event. So
That's
the day
dope.
they'll have that, and then they have a separate room for the club.
That is
It's my
dope.
friend's event, so you got to support
No
your
way.
homies, right?
I want to
So
come down if I'm free.
You have to.
How is like so your dad's a lawyer? Is your dad's a lawyer? Yeah, your dad's a lawyer. What does your mum do?
My mum is a theologian, so she studied theology.
Yeah.
So she studied about religion and
Yeah.
spirituality. So she did a master's in Abrahamic religion. So
Yeah.
it's about like
Wow.
Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. She's a very spiritual person.
Okay.
And she's not strict, as you can tell if I'm raving every night. Like,
Yeah, how is your upbringing in your family? Like, I can tell like the academics rubbed off with you because you're studying your masters and
I'm
wow,
still
doing
studying
so much.
forever. But my family, I mean, they wanted obviously me to study and have a good job. But right now they're very, I mean, they know that I'll do well anyway. I mean, right now I'm doing a master's and whatever. So I think they're okay with whatever job I do, I end up doing, like, end up pursuing. Like the other day, my mum asked me, like, are you going to give up law because you're so into music and you've been mixing all night? Like, what are you going to do? And I was like, Mum, if I enjoy it and if I'm happy, life's too short, you know? Like Drake said, like, YOLO. Like,
YOLO.
you know?
That's mad. So you
It's
just
like
have a proper
literally-
one-to-one with your mum.
Yeah, all the time. Me and my mum are like like really close.
That's really
So,
cool.
yeah.
What does she think about you DJing and music? And
She loves it.
what did your dad think?
My dad wasn't very accepting in the start. If I'm listening to Vibes Cartel, can you imagine? But
just twerking in your room.
God. My dad's just like, right now he thinks like that I do have good people that support me, and I've got good, future ahead. So he's quite supportive as well.
That's dope. So did you?
Yeah.
So you got a nice supportive group around you, positive-minded people. How did you find these people? Because I always find it hard to find a circle that I can just constantly just surround myself with, and it's just positivity. Like everyone's just positive in that circle. There's no negativity, and then everyone just pushes everyone to pursue what they actually want to do. How did you find your circle?
I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't think you should have a circle.
Okay.
Like, I mean, obviously you've got your close knit of friends, but supporters or people that really appreciate what you do, they could come from all walks of life, It could be a 60-year-old guy might love your mixing, Like my auntie could love my mixing and she could still support me. And I've also understood, like, you should be very open-minded with who you're talking to and how they respond, and also give them the time of day, A lot of people are like, oh, that's not my type of friends I want to talk to, or these are not the people. I speak to people, on a night out in the toilets, of course. I speak to the toilet lady all the time. She's like my mum.
Yeah.
Like, it could be anybody that you speak to, but always speak to people, Like, I mean, you're going to come through negative people all the time. I mean, I have. But I think you just have to ignore it. Because if you don't, then how will you succeed in life? How would you be open-minded, and how would you... I mean, especially if you're in entertainment, you need to have an open mind, I think.
Because I know, like one of the things that you say why you do DJing isn't because of you want the fame and the glory. It's because of the energy.
Yeah, of course. I don't even know if I'll be famous, so don't say that to me.
But then what do you mean about you do it for the energy? What do you mean?
It's like, I don't know, it's like a drug. I don't know if that, I mean, I don't take
like
drugs,
a
by the way.
feeling.
But like,
no, it's true. Yeah,
it is. I mean, it's not even, like, I could have a really bad day at work and I just blast music in my JBL headphones and that's it. Like,
are you sponsored by JBL?
Yeah, I know, right? I've been like talking about JBL all the time. Please give me free stuff.
Yeah, and you sponsor the show if you like.
But no, I just like blast music and I feel better, Some people, obviously, they go to the gym and then, I mean, work out and whatever. And
do you go to the gym? Not that you need to.
I froze my membership for 5 months.
Oh, yeah?
I
didn't even know you could freeze your membership. Like, I joined the gym with my other mate, and it takes me like half an hour to go there, but I only started going there because he was on it.
Yeah.
But then he stopped being on it, and then I stopped going as well. But then I didn't realize that I signed a 12-month contract to the gym.
What gym was it?
Oh, damn, that's a good question.
Fitness
I don't know. I stopped paying.
First?
No, it wasn't. No, yeah, it was.
It was,
Fitness.
yeah, because they're the 12-month contract ones.
It was, yeah. The one with the red card. Yeah. Good luck getting my money, Fitness First.
Yeah.
Are you on Tinder?
Am I on Tinder?
Yeah.
I do have the app on my phone.
Yeah. Because no, I'm only asking.
But I haven't used it in like almost 2 years. And so what happened was...
Yeah, I want to know.
I downloaded Tinder 3 years ago. I mean, I've been single for 6 years.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Well, I had like 2 serious relationships and it didn't work out. And I just think like doing so many things right now as well, I just don't have time. Like I need someone who's quite supportive of whatever I do,
100%.
Yeah, so 3 years ago I had Tinder and I've met like 3 guys from it, like one every 6 months, I think.
Okay. So did you give them a 6 months trial?
Yeah, well, I didn't go out with them for 6 months. I've been on like 2 dates and whatever. One of them was really good. We met up during Christmas time. It was at Winter Wonderland.
Okay. So
And
was that his idea?
Yeah, and he brought me an A4 size picture of himself with positive quotes written at the back.
Okay.
So I was like, it's a bit different, and then...
That's a bit narcissistic.
Yeah, I know, right?
What?
I mean,
here's a
most
picture of
guys
myself on my first date. Go look at myself every day.
Which I thought was quite sweet, but then I'm like, why am I gonna, it was like it was in a do not bend envelope,
wow.
like proper.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, and his ex contacted him back, so.
That is, oh, what?
His ex contacted him back, so we didn't go on further dates.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of guys on Tinder, either they have a lot of options, or I think they're not over somebody and people are just here for rebounds. If that makes sense. But I mean, I'm not being judgmental. I haven't used any other app, like, you know, like my friends have used like Plenty of Fish and like all the other stuff, but I don't know.
What's your typical DM that you get from guys?
Typical DM?
Yeah, like what's the opening line that you get? What do they say?
Oh God,
to get
there's
your
so
attention?
many.
You must get like a common. Oh, what's one of the funniest ones? Do you remember, or something that stood out to you? Like this guy's jokes, or this is just weird. Like,
what shampoo do you use, or something like that? Like
that's the first.
Like, yeah, is it L'Oreal or something like that? Like something stupid.
A guy would ask that.
Yeah, I mean it's a bit silly, isn't it? Like, and it was like, are you a sharpener? Because you could sharpen my life, or my edges, or something like that.
Damn, I haven't heard that one before.
Weird. It was so weird.
And then what do you say?
Huh?
How do
I
you
just
respond?
like laugh.
You just, and then that's it. You just did the
Dead.
combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or my Tinder profile, because I do yoga as well sometimes.
Okay.
So, well, I haven't done it in a long time. But they will all be like, what's your favorite position in yoga? And I'm like, bruh,
The crouching
am I
dog.
really going to say that?
I
know, right?
That's the only one I know.
yeah.
I want some tips. Like, what do I say when I DM a girl? Like, what would be good?
Obviously, look at her profile first. I mean,
So stalk her.
yeah, I mean, yeah, because Tinder is, you just got a picture, right? I mean, look at her profile, and if it's something that you find interesting, like if it's a hobby, or if you see that she's working somewhere that you know or something, just talk about that. So then it looks like you're showing interest in her. If you say, hey, how are you? We get like 40 messages of just, hey, how are you? Like, how is that different,
So
right?
what's
and
my
then I have to
opening
look
line?
at whose looks good, and then, like, you know, and then it's just like so draining
What
for
do you
me.
look for in a guy?
What do I look for?
Yeah.
I don't think this online thing is for me.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't think, I need to meet the person.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that, because I believe in that as well. I feel like social media has changed the whole game of how people meet people.
Yeah.
And like I kind of don't know how to talk to a girl on social media. Like, I'm really good when I meet people face to face, but then when it's over a phone, it's just like what emoji do I use? Like what how do I talk? It's like a whole new
Definitely
language.
not the eggplant one.
Okay.
I'm joking.
Just spam the eggplant. You're like, what are you saying? What are you saying? But like, yeah, what's your thoughts on all of that?
I think, yeah, social media, I think people have got loads more options nowadays, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got Messenger, you've got WhatsApp and whatever, like, but I think you have to try and meet. Like, there's no way, like, no matter how busy your life is, you have to try and meet. Otherwise, you're just not going to be interested in each other.
Is it awkward when you meet someone, like, let's say the dates that you had that you did get from Tinder, is it awkward, like, from that and then meeting them face to face for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, at the start, I was quite nervous. Like,
Yeah.
I was quite nervous, but then I was like, yeah, I don't really care. Like, the more dates you go on, the less, you know,
Yeah.
you know, nervous you feel. But the first time I went, there was a guy and he was really lovely. And then towards the end of it, he was like, oh, I know a hotel room just around the corner. And I was like, I feel like, I don't want to be stereotypical, but I feel like a lot of people are just for, you know, some fun or whatever. They're not really like, I mean, I'm not expecting someone to marry me, but I do feel like someone
What do you mean
needs
you don't
to be,
expect someone to marry you?
I mean, like, marry me after, like, first
Oh, yeah,
date.
yeah.
Of course, someone marry me. Like, I'm not going to beg it now. So, but I do feel like a lot of people need to understand each other and try and give each other some sort of, you know, be interested in something else. You know, be interested in my hair. Or, like, you know, in, like, what I do or, like, how I speak or something, like, other than that. But, I don't know.
So then, okay, I take you out on a date, and then I show interest in your hair and what you do. Now what?
And then, well, I'm going to drag it for a bit. I think I'm the kind of person that's going to drag it.
How long do you drag
So-
it? What's your trial period?
Probably like 3 months.
3 months minimum.
Or 2 months, yeah. But no, it could be quicker. Like, if it depends on the connection. You can't say 3 months, you can't say 2 months, you know. It depends on the connection you have with the person. If you make me laugh, then maybe,
Okay.
yeah, maybe.
That's top tip of the day. Make her laugh, and that's
Yeah,
it.
I think, oh my God, definitely. If someone makes me laugh,
Yeah.
like, you can look like shit, but like, if
Oh,
you make me
really?
laugh, and I'm not about the whole, I mean, you have to be crazy tall and, you know, you have to be really butch with the 6-pack and whatever. But I'm more about the connection and
So I can have a belly and I can sit at home all day, do nothing for a job. I'm on benefits, but I can make you laugh though.
No, maybe not on benefits. You could be benefits for a little time while you're looking for a job, but if you want to be jobless,
I
you know.
get
I
that.
don't
What
know.
else do you look for in a guy? They can make you laugh.
Yeah.
Check.
Honesty.
Okay.
That in the past, I've noticed that guys are not very open. I feel like, well,
When
I
you
mean,
ask them about their past. Well, they're not honest about what?
not their past.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to know everybody's past, you know. I'm not having a history lesson, but I want for them to be honest to me, like how they feel or what they think about me or anything like that, because I don't want to be led on and then just dropped on the side, you know. Why am I investing so much time and effort? And I feel like the older I get, I just feel like I don't have time. Like, you must be really special for me to come out the house to have a date.
No, I get that.
But I think a lot of girls feel like that. Like, you know, or they go on, well, a lot of my friends, we go on a lot of dates and they just not satisfied, you know. I think taking your time is probably best and being honest. But yeah, a lot of guys are not honest about like if their ex is in the picture or if
things like that.
yeah, or
What do you do when
what
that
they like.
happens? When you fish them out in a lie? What do you confront them?
Yeah,
Like straight up?
yeah. A lot of my friends tell me not to and just let it go.
Yeah.
But no, I'm going to confront them so that another person doesn't get the same thing. Like, I don't shout, so I don't get angry or anything. I'm just saying, oh, hey, you know, if you're not over her, like, you know, I completely understand, you know? You can give it some time and see.
And I'm
That's it.
guessing the guys lies even more now. Like,
Yeah.
oh, no, I'm over her. Like, well, who is she?
Oh, you know what guys are like, Velan,
I'm a
obviously.
guy.
Obviously. Yeah, I know. Of course he's going to lie to me, isn't he?
And then what happens?
I fall for the lie.
Oh, no.
And then I trust him, and then I cry. That's what happens.
How do you, then what, you just eating ice cream? I'm picturing like a Friends episode.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, it happens
No way.
sometimes, yeah.
How do you overcome that?
You know what, you just you overcome it basically, you know, I go out raving. That's not the only thing. I think also you have to be very confident within yourself that you have to love yourself more, you know. That's the thing. Like, if you ever feel down or upset or depressed over a guy, I mean, it happens most of the time, you know. Half the people are sad because of their partners have left them or something. So I think if you're going through that, then you have to be confident in yourself and know that no one's going to love you but more than yourself, you know. So you need to do whatever that makes you happy. So yeah, that's when I start mixing music, when I'm sad, and that's it.
Where does yoga come into all of this then?
Yoga, I think my mum was obviously because of her spiritual background, she
Yeah.
was more into like yoga and everything. And I also went to India straight
Yeah,
after
I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
So you're half Indian, right?
Yes.
That's
half
mad.
Indian
Half
Tamil.
Yeah.
And half Sri Lankan Tamil.
That's
I mean, we're all Tamil, right?
Yeah.
It's just like,
Tamil.
When
I'm
I
pretty
come-
sure I'm gonna get some comments about whatever, but like, yeah. So you went to India. How was that?
it was really good. I went to India after 13 years
Yeah.
in 2014.
After
to do
13 years.
I studied in India for like a year.
Yeah.
When I was in year 7, so when I was 12.
Why?
So, because my dad wanted to live there, so I just like moved.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I went there for a volunteering trip with my uni, and it was to volunteer with Sri Lankan refugees in camps.
That's dope.
So there was children, mothers, fathers, and you got to visit loads of different camps through Labara Foundation. So
Okay.
it was good.
How was your time in India? Like, did you meet any cool people? Did you go into cool places?
It was
Did
amazing.
you rave in India?
I did. Of course I did. Of course.
Where did you find? How did you find the club to go to?
Contacts.
Check you out.
Contacts.
Got international
And
contacts.
the thing is, because the school that I studied in, St. John's in Besanagar in Chennai, I still kept in contact with the friends from there for 13 years without seeing them.
Wow.
So then when I met them, they were all grown up, some of them married and whatever, and they took me out, like raving. So
That's mad.
all of us went
Did
raving.
they go raving there then? Or, yeah.
They do. They hide it sometimes, but they do go
Oh,
out.
yeah.
They do go out. Of course they do. They've got a club called 10 Downing Street, so that was
Okay.
hilarious. So we had a few
Talk
nights
about
there. But yeah.
them being westernized.
I know, completely westernized. We had a karaoke night there,
Yeah?
which was quite fun.
How
But,
is raving then compared to raving here? What have you what's the biggest thing
difference?
that you... Yeah.
Obviously, the DJ plays more house music then I mean, I've never heard a club in India. I mean, I went to like 7 or 8 there.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard them play Afro beats or bashment.
Yeah, no.
So,
My cousin took me out once, and they were playing Akon Smack That, like the whole album. I was just like, what?
Literally, like old school R&B, cheese, or Tamil music.
Oh, I didn't hear Tamil music in a club. That would be mad. People getting drunk and doing kutta dance in the club. That's
So good, so good.
What's your favorite food? What do you like to eat?
My favorite food. I'm not very picky, but obviously, if you're talking about Tamil food, then I like obviously like idli and dosa.
Oh yes, I love idli and dosa with chutney. What's your
Yeah,
favorite
yeah,
chutney?
of course. What my favorite chutney? The green one. What is that? Chili. No.
No.
Mint.
It's like no.
It's not mint. It's the chili.
This is my favorite. How can I not do? How can I not know this?
What's the green one? What's the green one? Oh, coriander.
Coriander. That's
Yeah,
it. Coriander chutney. Yes. My mind was just like, what the hell is the green one?
That's it.
What like if I'm taking you on a date, what restaurant am I taking you to? That would
Salad and
impress
above.
you?
No, I'm joking.
Really? Veg? No,
I'm joking. That was a joke. I mean, I do like salad above and tea up. No, what restaurant?
Yeah.
I'm not really fussy. I would. I love Korean food. I
Okay.
like Japanese, Malaysian, Italian.
Have you had Korean barbecue?
No.
I'm gonna take you Korean barbecue. It's mad.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been to On the Bab and
Yeah.
all those kind of places, but haven't.
Can you eat chopsticks?
Yeah, I can try.
I can do that too. What
can
kind of?
try.
I want to know what motivates you and what inspires you to keep doing DJ on top of studying and working. Like, what's the drive?
I think the drive for studying basically came the time that I went volunteering. I think, I didn't even know what I was going to do after I graduated a law degree. I mean, a lot of people with a law degree out there, like they were quite baffled which way to go. Do I be a solicitor, barrister, or what to do? But I think working with children there, you realise that how much, rights they need and how many facilities are not there. And you think about it, yeah, you're a charity and you help them. I went there through a charity and I helped them. What did I do? I taught them stuff, but then I'm leaving them as they are in the camps, and I felt like, how long is that going to go for? I need to try and help them, and my drive is basically thinking about them, because the time I left after 3 months there, like they did write me loads of letters, and they wrote it all in Tamil and with pictures and everything, and I look at those and I think about them, and I'm like, I need to try and give them some sort of rights to education, some sort of anything that I can do. So that's my motivation for studying. And I do love doing international mediation arbitration.
What does that mean?
That's basically like mediation is when there's two parties. So if you're going through a divorce, you talk to both of them, and you're sitting in between. The mediator, which will be myself, will sit between the two parties, and we'll try and reach an agreement so it doesn't have to go to court and have too much expenses, and see. So a lot of people like to do that internationally. Like I like to be like a peacekeeper almost, if it makes sense.
No, that makes sense. Yeah,
things like that. So that's what makes me study, I guess. I mean, studying is quite hard when you're tired from work and whatever.
And when you're raving a lot.
Yeah. Yes, and my raving. So, exactly. A lot of people actually ask me, how the hell are you going out every night? Like,
yeah, that's what I want to know.
It's
Because I could
ridiculous.
do that too. But I guess like if you have that proper drive and motivation, then it'll make you get up in the morning regardless of how much you rave.
I mean, going out to meet someone is fine. I'm not saying that's wrong, but I'm not going out to meet someone. I'm literally going there to listen to how that guy is playing, what they're doing. I'm literally always observing the venue, the people who come there, like what type of crowd is it and what are they responding to. So it's a lot of things that I observe on a night out. So,
That's pretty dope, though.
So that's how I look at it. So, and I enjoy myself, obviously. But,
So you observe all of that and you try to implement that on your set when you...
Yeah.
How do you so let's say you're playing a set and then you mix it to a track and then you're like, you see that the crowd are not engaging to that track. How do you...
You have to change it.
Would you quick change?
Not quickly. Finish. I mean, on the right beat.
Oh
Obviously.
yeah, of course on the right
Of
beat.
course.
Yeah.
Otherwise it will just sound really bad. But change it like slowly. You have to, because the crowd. I mean, what I like imagine today I'm just feeling like playing Afro beats all night, and then I played a couple of Davido or whatever, or YC. And
Too much juice.
I know, too much sauce. I love that song. Be the sauce, guys.
That should be the. I need to make a remix.
You need to make it. Yeah, you do. You do. I'll make it for you.
Okay, sick.
I'll make it for you. And but the crowd is not liking it, or they don't know the song. You can immediately tell once they dance or how they feel. So then you change it.
What's it like being a female DJ in the all male industry? Can I say?
Most of them are male.
Yeah.
But I haven't started playing quite a lot yet. But from a lot of female DJs that I have met, I just know that it's no different to that. But I feel like we do. I don't know how to explain it. It's not hard. We do get around. Like we do get our venues. We do get contracts and things like that. Like it's not that hard. But it's only difficult when there are certain male DJs that say that we can't mix, and it's just about the looks, and it's not, you know. So
because you actually spend time on your craft.
Yeah, we do, and I think like sometimes maybe they feel a bit like, oh, we're gonna take over or something, or like like we're gonna get the contract more than them. So it's kind of like a little bit competitive, but it's not in a bad way.
Have you ever flirted to get a venue or a gig? Or
Never.
Have you ever flirted in general to get something?
I mean, people say I'm quite flirty anyway.
Okay.
I'm joking. But no, I haven't.
No?
I haven't, no.
If I was a girl, I'd flirt my way through life all the time. I'd get everything
I
for
speak
free.
to people. I mean, people say that, I would talk to a bouncer to get in somewhere for free, but that's not like flirting, like, oh my God, can I have your number?
So what do you say?
It's,
How do you have what?
Just say, oh, how are you? And blah, blah, blah. And then
If
like,
I said that to a bouncer, I'd probably get beat up.
Do you think?
Yeah? He'd be like, why are you telling me I don't, like, why are you asking me how I am? Get to the back of the line. Where's your ID? Like, you're not getting in. I don't like your trainers.
That is true, that is true. No one's ever done that to me. So yeah, women, we do get through life a little bit.
Do you believe in the law of attraction?
I do. That's such a deep question.
Yeah.
Where did you come out with that question?
Because like you talk about energy, you talk about being
I
positive, and you do yoga as well.
Yeah,
and
I do.
your mum's very spiritual,
Yeah.
so like I feel like this kind of all leads into like
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
no,
your
it does.
thoughts materialize,
do.
and like what do you practice anything?
My friend called Amy, well, she's watching this, but she...
Shout out Amy.
Yes, Amy. She was the one that kind of talked me into the law of attraction as well. Like every time I forget or I feel down, I think the law of attraction is in every religion. We just don't kind of understand it. Like we try to divide ourselves with religion and race and culture and whatever, but law of attraction is everywhere. I think what you feel, if you feel positive, you are going to attract positive things, and if you feel negative, you need the positive people to support you at that moment. You know, you need that positive vibe around you. Like do whatever you can to try and like, you know, pick yourself up. And I do think that if you keep focusing on what you want, and you keep, like, I mean, I'm not saying chant a mantra every day, like I want this, I want that. But if you keep thinking about it, it will happen. You will eventually get it. Like, I know that 100%. It's happened to me so many times.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, I never thought I would go to India and volunteer in a camp. Like, right now, that same foundation, they don't allow for people to go to visit Sri Lankan refugees.
Oh, wow.
And it only happened that year at that time when I graduated. So it's kind of different. And if I wanted to get through something, like, I got it. And even DJing, like, I thought I'll never have the time. And there are times when you get taught by different people. Obviously, male DJs are all going to try it with you. You know, try leading you on, or try not to teach you too much, or try to make you work for them and not really teach you. So I went through all of that. But if you stay focused, and if you feel like, you know what, I'm going to do this by myself. And I thought, you know, I'm going to mix by myself, and I'm going to get advice from the people that support me. So you get
Doing
that.
things by yourself is way harder, though. That's something I realized.
It is.
It is way better, like,
together.
Yeah, networking and then doing things with people that are already in the scene.
No, it's true. And I think that, I mean, don't rely on one person when you network. Obviously, that's what I mean.
How do you network? Raving.
Raving.
No, that's
Oh
true
my
though.
God.
When you go raving, the first thing you do is you go say what's up to the DJ. That's kind of
Yeah, you know, exactly. I do network. Like every DJ that I've seen, I mean, the moment I knew that I wanted to be a DJ, every time I go to a bar or club, like I always introduce myself.
Yeah.
I follow him on Instagram, or if he's good, obviously. So he has to be good.
What's a
So
bad
that-
DJ in your books?
A bad DJ is obviously people would say one who can't mix, but I mean, when they're offbeat or they know that the crowd's not liking it, but he's just off on a tangent and he's just like playing some other tune. So I think he's not, or someone who doesn't look and smile. I think DJs get this all the time.
Okay.
They don't, you know, people are so into like their mixing and there's so many, you know, effects and that and this and thinking about what song to play next that you kind of forget to actually look at the crowd and smile. Like you forget to actually have that interaction.
I never actually thought about that.
Yeah, because that's why I didn't approach the DJ at Be At One for like almost 3 years. I went to Be At One all the time.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
never approach him at his deck because he would be so serious. Like I feel like I would definitely make sure that I talk to the crowds. I think that's important.
That's pretty dope. So you've been to India, you did the Sri Lanka camp. Where else have you been? Or where else has...
My traveling,
Yeah.
I haven't traveled that much, but well, in India I've traveled. I've been to Madurai,
Dope.
obviously.
Big up Madurai.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then like went there with my dad because he's from Madurai as well. So that was quite nice. I went obviously around South India, and I've been to like France when I was little.
Where's the
like,
best place you've been to so
The best
far?
place?
Yeah.
I know this sounds weird because that's the only place I've ever been because I'm more in tune with it. It's probably Chennai. I know it's like polluted. I know it's too overcrowded and whatever, but I just like the vibe. It's just
Chennai's
so
getting
different.
better. Slowly
It's getting
yeah.
better. It's getting better.
The roads are getting better.
It's getting
Finally.
better. Yes, after many years.
Isn't it?
But yeah.
What are you looking forward to most this summer?
This summer?
Yeah.
Graduating. So-
What are you going to do after you
so
graduate?
after I graduate.
Congratulations on that, by the way.
Wait until I finish. Yeah, I need to pass my exams.
You
so-
will. Positivity.
Yeah, exactly, positivity. And talking about positivity, this tattoo
Oh,
is
yeah.
what symbol is it?
In the infinity symbol.
Yeah, so it's like law of attraction, you know, what comes around goes around.
Ah, what comes around?
Yeah.
Okay. Speak no evil, see no evil,
Exactly.
hear no evil.
Exactly. Do you believe in the law of attraction?
Hell yeah. How do you think we're doing all of this?
I know,
This
right?
is mad. I was
So-
like, yeah, I want this to develop into a fully fledged talk show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I thought, let me just start off by doing like a podcast segment, and then we add different segments,
Yeah.
and slowly build what I see in here and make it into a
Yeah.
reality.
I feel so relaxed talking to you, so I think it'll be a great
Yeah,
talk show.
That'd be
So,
dope.
yeah.
What's your biggest obstacle so far?
Biggest obstacle?
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite a deep question.
Yeah, like what's been your biggest thing that's holding you back in terms of achieving your goals?
Well, when I was younger, I moved to a lot of schools. So I moved to like, I think
Why?
13 to 14
Did you get into
schools.
a lot of fights?
Of course I did. No, because my parents moved around a bit. So I moved to a lot of schools. So for me, like reaching to get a law degree was quite hard for me. Like I was like, how am I going to do it? Like, am I a bit behind? You know, I was a year behind because I was moving around. So that was one of the obstacles that when I was younger. Another one was that I wasn't very open when I was younger. Like I was quite closed up because I was moving so much. So for me to actually understand people and try and be on the same level as them, or try and, you know, I don't know what to say, but like
Click with them.
connect with them. It was quite difficult because you move around so much and then you don't understand. Like, I mean, now you would never think of me like that. Now you'd be like, no, this girl used to probably be like a popular girl at school, but no, I was like bullied, you know, like everything that everybody would go through was the same as a new girl and whatever. So those were the obstacles. But right now, I think the challenge is to obviously pursue my dream, which is obviously to do 2 different jobs, which is obviously in music and in law. So I think my obstacle is like not to get distracted. I could get easily distracted.
So you do want to, why do you see music as a job? Because I'm talking as music is like your passion. So you want to turn your passion into
A job.
a source of income.
I mean, if it does work out for me, if I am a good DJ, well, you will tell me, right?
Yeah,
If I was
hell
a bad
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Like, you'll tell me, Helena, your mixing is. You'll tell me. Okay. So with honest people like you around, then I'll know. Like, if I actually do well, then I would want to work. You know, as a DJ.
That's pretty.
And
dope.
I could always be an activist on the side and a mediator. So.
Do you believe in balancing a work life and personal life, or do you think it should just be life, and it's just how you delegate your time and how you prioritize certain things?
For me, I think it should be life, like all into one. But for some people, I do understand, like sometimes if you're working in a really hectic environment, like in a hospital or something, and you can't think about yourself all the time, you know, you have to think about your patients, you have to think about that. So it's all different, depends on the job. But for me, I feel like my job has to reflect who I am, like my personality. And a lot of people out there, like including my brother, like he wants to go into finance after studying a science degree. But for him, he feels like, I mean, he's not passionate about accounting or whatever, but he wants a job, you know, and his personal life is different. But for me, I think combining both together makes me happy. And like, what more do you want in life other than being happy, right?
100%.
So
you gotta do what you love.
that's what I want. Yeah.
What's your advice on people that are figuring out what they actually want to do and what they actually love doing? Because I know a lot of people, because of social media, they think they want to be a DJ or they think they want to be a photographer, but they're just kind of like following what they see on social media. What do you think? What's your advice on figuring out what it is for you?
I think the first thing is take your time. Like, take your time. I mean, if you look at something on social media and you're inspired by that person or anything, I think give yourself some time and see, you know, don't just focus on one person. Look at a different DJ, look at different makeup artists, look at a different, you know, lawyer or whatever that you're passionate about doing, and see and try it for yourself. Like, try it for yourself. Like, maybe go to a tutorial and see if you can do it, you know? And then if you can, and if you feel like, I mean, I would say nobody has a limit, you know? Everybody can do everything, but if you just put your mind to it. So I think that if you are passionate about being a makeup artist or anything, I mean, I used to work as a makeup artist for 8 years.
Way.
I did.
For 8 years?
Yeah, when I was studying, so...
Yeah.
So I used to do that. So I used to be like, oh, why can't I be a makeup artist and stuff? And then I realized that, like, maybe my passion or my time kind of needs to be a bit, you know, equal, balanced out. And I think a makeup artist is quite a hard job as well. So I look up to
making
them,
ugly girls look pretty, that's hard. I agree.
That's so mean. Do not ever tell a girl that on your date, okay? Do not ever say that.
Tip 2, don't ever say that.
Exactly. But no, I think.
Why did you stop being at MUA then?
Makeup artist stuff. I stopped. When did I stop? I stopped before I got my paralegal job.
Okay.
So I was in retail working for Space &K. It's quite a good brand, and we sell like products like NARS and blah blah blah.
Okay, I know
so,
NARS.
Yeah, you know NARS.
Yeah.
So you use it
Sadly,
yourself, yeah.
It's the only thing I know. And MAC.
Men come to use a lot of concealer. You know, you'd believe it.
Do you think that a guy and girl can be friends without it ever leading on to anything else? They can just be friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do think that. I've got 2 close guy friends, and we've never dated.
Do they have girlfriends?
No.
Okay.
And he's traveling. Well, unless he's hoping that one day I marry him. Like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But he's very
that doesn't
supportive.
count,
like
then.
that doesn't count. I don't know. We've never been on a date. Like, we've never like had a date. So that's a friendship, right? Like, right
It
there.
depends on what depends. Like, you shouldn't even be thinking about going on a date with him though.
No, I don't.
Yeah. But
I just hope he doesn't. That's the thing. It's quite difficult because you can't ever tell because what they're thinking. So
I can never tell what a girl was thinking.
yeah, and you don't really have to talk about it because it's like really awkward. One
Yeah.
and second, I mean, he's my friend. I mean, we joke about it.
Yeah.
We joke about it and say, but
He's not joking.
I don't know.
He just wants to see what you say.
Well, I'm going on holiday with him for 3 days.
Yeah.
So that will be the test to see. No, I'm joking.
That is definitely going to be the test. He's going to be like, yeah, I'm finally going on holiday 3 days.
No, but I'm friends with a lot of
Where you
guy
going?
friends to Amsterdam.
No way.
Yeah.
I want to go to Amsterdam. You know, they
I just
built a
love
train.
water.
Huh?
I just love anywhere with river, water, canals,
Yeah.
beach, whatever, sea. Anything.
100%. I like. There's a dock down the road.
really?
Yeah, I like just going there. I
That's
like being near the
nice.
water. It relaxes you.
Yeah, very calm.
How do you take selfies? Because when I was scrolling through your Instagram, you're like this like pro at taking selfies. Like, what's your
pro?
Yeah.
I'm not a pro.
Like, what's your angle? Like, how do you take it? What's your lighting?
Oh my god,
tips?
this is like asking Kim Kardashian. Like, how do you take your selfies?
No, I wanna know.
Definitely high up because
Okay.
your face needs to look slender.
Okay.
So here, obviously, you're gonna get double chin and stuff. So you have to go like this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah, yeah.
it. And just look up like
Just
that.
look up.
And then But nowadays,
Yeah.
more than taking selfies, I always like do videos. So I'm
Okay.
always singing to songs. I don't know if you know. Notice,
yeah. What do you,
Yeah.
when you go on a guy's Instagram, and what do you want to see?
What do I want to see?
Yeah.
I don't know really because I sound really disappointed, but one of the I think it was last month, it said ITV producer
Oh,
on this
wow.
guy's
Okay.
Instagram, and he
Yeah.
wanted to make like documentaries
Yeah.
and stuff like like Reggie Yates and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So he knew him and whatever. And
He's
this
my guy. I used to watch him from
Really?
CBBC days.
I know, right? No, I love him too. And but this guy was like, "Oh, I want to meet you," blah blah blah. And I was like, "Okay, let me scroll through his Instagram." And he traveled to Africa. He was volunteering. He did documentaries. He had such positive quotes that almost made me cry because it
Wow.
was so emotional. And I was like, you know what? I'd like to meet this guy. As work colleagues,
Okay.
just like to talk about work. But then I went there,
Acquaintances.
and oh my god,
Where
I was
did you go?
disappointed. It was just like. We just went to South Bank,
Yeah,
so he
yeah.
wanted to take me to the Tate.
Oh, yeah,
Art
yeah,
Gallery.
yeah.
So we went there. We spoke for a little while about producing
My
and
guy's a bit
documentaries and
classy.
stuff.
Take you to the tape.
I know, right? Well, and then you meet this guy because I expected him to be more considerate and more understanding and everything, but instead he was like, "Do you like me or not?" And I was like, "What?"
What? What? Straight up? What? Straight
Yes.
away?
And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "You either like me or not." And I was like, "I'm sorry, but I'm not like looking for a date or anything. I'm really inspired by your work, but right now I'm not because I've been hurt too much or something." And just like lied, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the guy goes to me, "Well, that's a bit disappointing because people like you are just going to end up with twats because you're just going to have bad guys coming up to you because you're just never going to go out with someone good as me." And I was like, how do I get out now? I need to leave. So, eventually left. But not in a bad way. I said, I'm so sorry. I just think we're
Why
different
did you
personalities
apologize?
and stuff. I just like to say sorry so that there's no harsh
Okay.
feelings, whatever.
Yeah.
So,
What was that? Was that your worst date you've ever had, or
it
meeting?
was not a date.
Meeting.
A meeting,
Yeah.
yes.
Was that?
Yeah, probably. I mean, the worst meeting? I mean, yeah, probably one of the worst, yeah.
That's
One of
true.
them.
What's one of the funniest meetings you've had?
Meetings?
Yeah.
The funniest ones? Usually in meetings, they're not really funny.
Yeah.
They're quite serious, so I'm not really sure what to say. What to do with music, or is it like law
Just
or
anything.
whatever? Well, to be honest, this is not really funny.
Yeah.
But
I want to know.
I walked in because I wanted to be a barrister a very long time ago. So I walked into the chambers to get an interview. And obviously my name is Helena Charles. I don't always put my middle name, which is Ilabarasi. But so it's Helena Charles. So they expected probably some blonde girl to walk through, for a sexy secretary or whatever. I walked in and they all looked at each other like this. And I was like, bruv.
What? So you could
I
see
was
them
like- Yeah, literally, they did that in front of me, and I was like, I don't want to work here either now. So that was quite awkward. I still did the interview really well.
Yeah.
And they kept asking me, where are my parents from? Constantly. I'm like, obviously I'm brown. What do you expect? Do you want me to say anything?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it was quite funny.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna wrap this up. I want 10 tips from you to all the guys out there on how they can impress or get a girl.
10.
Yeah, I want 10.
10's a lot, I think.
Okay, let's do 5.
Okay, 5's good.
Let's do
5's good.
So number 1, make them laugh. We got that.
Yeah, make them laugh.
We had
What was
what
it,
was the
two?
second point? I need to
Two,
rewind.
I forgot about the second
Oh yeah,
one.
don't call the girl ugly.
Yeah, do not call the girl ugly. I mean, why would you do that?
Yeah, I wouldn't. That doesn't even count.
Yeah,
That doesn't-
even if she catfished you, imagine
Have you ever
someone
been
else.
catfished?
No, I haven't. I mean, the height-wise, yeah.
Yeah.
I expected him to be taller. I think that everybody expects that.
Have you ever
but then
went on a
hasn't.
date or met someone that was shorter than you?
Yeah,
And then?
and then.
Did you laugh at them?
No, I'm not gonna laugh at someone because they were shorter than me. But yeah, I didn't say anything. It just didn't progress. Clearly, I'm still single.
Yeah.
So the first one, what was it? Don't know.
Make her laugh.
Yeah, make you laugh. Yes, make her laugh.
sense of style? Like,
Style
yeah,
wise,
like,
be casual, depending. I mean, for me personally, I don't like going to really classy restaurants on the first date. I think having a casual setting.
what's a casual setting then?
A casual setting will be somewhere not too
Nando's.
noisy. Nando's, so be it. I don't mind.
Is
You know,
that
be the
casual?
sauce in Nando's.
Some
What can I say? But yeah.
What
you
would
can talk
impress
about
you though?
What would impress me?
Yeah,
I
like
think
where-
conversation.
Okay, it doesn't matter where you are. It's just the convo you're having.
Yeah. And then maybe if the date's going really well, then you can go and dance for a bit, or maybe you
Okay.
can go to a bar or something. But I think meeting at a bar immediately, that's fine. But
Hmm.
I think like going to more like a quieter setting and maybe trying to actually hear each other, because you can't really always
That's
hear.
true. So
Yeah.
what happens like when we're at a table, we're eating, and then it's just a bit like we've had convo, but then it's a bit quiet now. Like-
The awkward silence.
Yeah, like how do I break that? What do I say? Like,
Yeah.
I can't always just keep cracking jokes to her. She's gonna think I'm a clown. Like, I want, like you said, I want to have like a proper
Like a
conversation.
flow.
Yeah.
When guys usually go quiet, like if they haven't usually, but if they do, then I obviously talk a lot. so
What do
it's
you
fine.
say? Like, how do you break the ice? Do you talk about them?
Yeah, I literally ask them a question like, so what are your hobbies, or what do you do, or whatever. But if that's kind of boring, you just make a joke or say about a time like, oh, by the way, when I was doing this happened, and try and laugh about it, you know, just keep it cash.
Yeah.
Do not ask how's your last relationship and how was your breakup and who broke up first. I think that's
Okay.
a really bad question to ask.
I wouldn't even
I
ask
mean,
who-
a lot of people do.
What?
Do you watch First Dates on Channel 4?
No, I should do though.
Yeah, you do. Like, they always ask, so how long have you been single for? I mean, asking how long is fine.
Yeah.
Unless she actually opens up to say, by the way, I've been in, like, this is how my relationship was.
So
Don't ask too many questions.
Unless she started talking about her past, don't talk about her past.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she might not want to tell you. So she wants to get comfortable with you, you know? So
Okay, now it's at the end of the night. What do I do?
at the end of the night.
Yeah, how do I make sure like I like we got a good thing going on, and
How do you-
because I don't want to be like that guy, be like, yeah, I got a hotel room around the corner.
Yeah, you can't, like, don't always expect things on the first date. Don't expect her to obviously fall in love with you. Don't expect anything, but be a gentleman and try and like say I had a great time, like try and talk about it. I think you would know the vibe, like from the kind of body language or how she speaks anyway. And then see how she responds. Like if she says, I'm gonna go home now and I'll text you, then that's fine. Just keep it there. Don't force people to kiss, by the way.
Okay.
Because a lot of my friends always say, like, guys always, like, you know, lean in for a kiss at the end of the night, and it might not always work out. So I know.
Do I text her when I get home that day?
Yeah, I don't mind when to text. You know, a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
These days, they overthink so much about texting.
It's so true.
Overthink so much. You know how many times I'm literally like agony aunt for all my friends, just like, do I text him this? Do I wait 1 week? Do I wait 2 days? Do I do this? It's like, you know, you just want to...
What's the right answer?
To when to text, just text her when you feel like it. Like, just ask her, did you get home safe
Yeah.
at the end of the night? And she'll be okay.
Do you like a guy that's always kind of like messaging you throughout the day, or do you like a guy that's kind of doing his own thing during the day and then he messages you after?
I don't like, I mean, this sounds really bad. A guy that texts me too much all the time.
What's
I've had
that?
that before.
What's too much all the
like
time?
24/7, like every 15 minutes. Like
Every
writing.
15
Yeah,
minutes?
there was a guy like that as well. So,
Damn. Was he
yeah.
on benefits? How do you get the time every 15 minutes?
I don't know, man.
But good on him for keep the
I
convo
know.
flowing,
He
though.
was just going on his own, you know, rant. But I do like a guy who's doing his own thing, and then we can try and catch up and talk to each other about it every day.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to talk to him ideally every day if he wants to keep me
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
Because otherwise, like, if you do end up meeting on Tinder, out of one guy, I mean, my friend, like, she has like 3 options every week. Like, she's like,
damn.
okay, is this guy good or this? Because sometimes you meet a guy, you like
Yeah.
him, then you meet another guy and you're like, oh, you know what? I like this guy better. So you don't want to, you know, if you don't want to be classified as the second option, keep her going, you know,
That just sparked
keep
a
her
thought.
interested.
Sparked a thought in my head. If I was a girl and I had 3 options every day, that would be my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I wouldn't need to pay for food ever again.
Exactly. Do you see what I mean? But to be honest, I like to half things when I go on a date.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
I don't like the guys paying, but like a lot of women like the guys paying. You know, it's like a gesture. Like
Yeah, I mean,
being a
he's trying to
gentleman,
impress you, right?
yeah, I guess so. But I like to pay half, just so that they don't expect anything, and there's no, you know, like you owe me, or there's no, you don't know. This guy could be like smiling at me and then suddenly be like, you know, aggressive. Like who knows?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
always like try to keep the distance.
Has there ever
But-
been a time where they expected you to pay for everything?
No.
No.
Maybe when I was in A levels, I don't know, or maybe
What?
younger. When we
Yeah.
used to have EMA, like at £30 a week. But no. Is that it?
That's pretty dope. I'm trying to figure out a way to wrap this up now. We didn't really give 5 tips though.
No. Let's give our 5 tips. What's our 5 tips though?
So our 5 tips are keep the convo flowing.
Yeah.
Make her laugh. Compliment her. Don't like
Yeah. Compliment her.
compliment her. And how do I compliment her?
How do you compliment?
Yeah, I can't just be like, oh, I can't really say it, but you know, like over 18 compliments. You don't do none of that. Just keep it simple.
Yeah, keep it simple. Like even like a casual like you look beautiful
Yeah.
is really nice for anyone to hear. You know, like people on the train say that sometimes to me.
Okay.
Like-
Compliment her. Don't overthink it. Just text her when you feel like.
Yeah.
And don't over text her as well.
Yes, that's important.
And our final top tip of the day.
Top tip of the day.
Yeah.
There's a top tip of the day.
I don't know, just rounding it all up, putting it all together to one big
Top
tip.
tip of the day: always communicate well. I think that's so important.
Okay.
Like, don't expect her to start the conversation, and her to like, don't be nervous and
Yeah.
let
Just
her
be
speak.
yourself.
Be yourself. Honestly, like if the girl likes you, she likes you. If she doesn't, you've got another one. You know,
Yeah.
if you want to be single, be single. It's
No,
fine.
So no eggplant emojis. Just...
No eggplant emojis.
All right, you heard it here first.
Yes.
Helena, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You've been the source. This is Be the Source.
Be the source, guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's the end of the episode. I'll link your socials
You need to play
down
like
below.
Be the Sauce tune, you know, like
Yeah.
too much juice, too much
much
sauce.
sauce, yeah.
Too much sauce, too much
To all
juice.
the guys out there, I'll link her Instagram profile there. You can check it out. You can use these top tips, see if they work. Let me know if they do.
Yeah, are you gonna try it on me though? Like, I don't know.
The viewers at home.
The viewers at home. Are they
Maybe.
gonna try the tips on me? I don't know.
You never know. Yeah.
No.
All right.
Don't slide my DMs.
That's a wrap.